Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Doug with News and Views by Doug. And if you're not familiar with this podcast, we talk about my observations and opinions on world events, politics, and anything else I feel like talking about. And earlier this week, and I think it was Monday, I called on all my left wing buddies in the United States for another No Kings protest. Because for the first time since the Democrats and liberals and communists and everyone else have started the No Kings protests, we actually had a king in this country. And it was King Chuck, King Chuck III from England. And old Chuck and his wife, they came to the United States for our birthday a little early and to basically congratulate us for kicking their ass 250 years ago, and to also call for unity. Now, it was amazing. Not a single King's protest was held. And I'm going to show you some images from when the King was speaking to Congress yesterday. The Democrats, they all stood and applauded him many times. You couldn't get them to stand for war heroes, for small children that were at the State of the Union speech that President Trump gave back in January. You couldn't get them to stand or applaud. Matter of fact, you had a bunch of the Democrats screaming and yelling at the president. They didn't scream and yell at the king, and yet they don't like kings. So, anyways, Chuck and his wife Camille, God, he got rid of Princess Diana for Camilla? He's a sick man. But, Chuck gave a speech, and he actually had a couple of decent jokes. He talked about the commonalities of the United Kingdom and the United States, that we had so much in common, except for language. That was actually pretty funny. He also presented President Trump yesterday at a dinner. He presented him with the bell, a brass bell, from the HMS Trump, a submarine that fought the Japanese in the Western Pacific. So I'm going to show you some images, but just blows me away that how they, no kings, no kings parades, protests, whatever the hell they do. But yet they welcomed with open arms King Charles III, also known as Chuck. Anyways, folks, there's a lot more going on politically in the country. Supreme Court's making a lot of decisions right now. And we'll get to those as they arrive each day. The war with Iran, is it going to be ongoing? Is it coming to an end? Reportedly, Iran is asking us to reopen the Straits of Hormuz because they're dying on the vine economically. And we've understood that food is scarce and it's doubled in price. And, we'll see what happens. Hopefully the regime will leave and let the people take over their country again after 47 years of dictatorship. Also, there's a lot of talk about Cuba going on right now. And I can quite honestly say, Cuba does not affect our lives on a daily basis. Yes, we'd like for the communists to leave and let the people be free. But, as for us doing something militarily in Cuba, I hope we don't. I don't see a need for it. So, anyways, folks, you take care of yourselves. Give me your opinion. Tell me what's on your mind. Truly appreciate you all watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. Folks, you take care of yourselves.